I want to show you a couple things that I work on kind of in between flips and on some of my flips when they're custom. I like taking old antiques and upcycling them. All right, basically taking a door and making it a headboard, or making it an accent wall, or taking a steel wagon wheel, making it a table. So let me show you one of the things. Now, this was a radio that I found in a house we flipped. Of course, I haven't done anything to it. It's just sitting there for decoration. But what I want to do with this is take an old iPod, since I don't really use it anymore with my phone, and put it in here with some LED lights and make this old radio actually work, and be able to stream music and play what you've downloaded. So that's the goal for that right now. It's just sitting here. You see, this is one of the custom countertops that we'll typically use in a high-end flip. So we put it here. Cabinets, kind of the antique cabinets, but getting back to the antiques here. This is a headline of a paper. Now, this was July 21st, 1969. This was the day after we landed on the moon for the first time. It's pretty awesome. Now, I grew up in Hampton. Hampton is where one of the big NASA facilities used to be, and they did a lot of work with the space program. The Daily Press was the paper for Hampton, so it was really cool. This is the hometown paper where part of the space program was actually made and tested in the wind tunnels and stuff, so it's pretty cool. But this is a paper we found in a house that we flipped. We have, of course, a popcorn machine that looks old, but it's really new. So that's what we're doing with that. This is actually a pot from Becky's dad. I don't know where they got it from. Now, this silver platter I found in a house. It was actually an old house, and a really old house. And so we found this. I haven't cleaned it up yet. I just kind of want it sitting there to kind of make it look just like I found it. And here's one of my other inventions. Now, I'm not quite finished. There's a couple things I have to do. I have to get a piece of glass cut for the top. Now, what I have to do is take the cardboard right here behind us and lay it on top of this wheel, and then kind of draw a circle around the outside and do a template. And the reason for that is this wheel's not perfectly round, so if I cut a perfectly round piece of glass, it'll overhang more in places than others and maybe not even cover the wheel. So this was a steel wheel. This was commonly used around the turn of the century for hauling big pieces of equipment, big chunks of steel. Wood wagon wheels just wouldn't hold up that well. This one would. Now, it actually had a wood axle. Of course, that's long gone. So what we did was took this 54-inch wheel here. I found another wheel sort of that looked similar to it here on the bottom, and I left the patina, the holes and everything in here. And we added this piece of pipe here, make it look like an axle, connected the two together. So this is a bar table. So when the glass is in here, you sit here on chairs, put your feet on this wheel here, bingo, you have a bar table. So it's pretty cool. One thing I really like is this sign right here. I bought an old commercial building that we ended up tearing down because it was just infested with termites. And this was the sign on the outside of it. At least I thought it was a sign. When I took it off the building, I realized it's actually the face of a old refrigerator for Coke bottle. So basically you lifted the top of the Coke bottle, you reached down, you grabbed them, and bingo, that was the front of it. So they upcycled it before they knew that was cool. This was probably back in the probably 40s, I think, when that machine was made. They put it on the side of the building, and guess what? Now I have a Coke sign. And I simply took LED lights and backlit it. So these are a few of the things that on our flips I like to add just a little personal touch, so it's not too crazy or too custom, but it's definitely not something that my competition's doing. It is out of their league, and that's one thing that makes us different. Anyway, this is my man cave here, and I hope you like it. See ya.